Well, the sun's just getting up in East Sandwich, Massachusetts, out on the Cape Cod. We are here at the, I guess it's a hole-in-one golf course that they're getting ready to crank up for the day. And we're supposed to have a group about 8 guys here. I guess kind of day 2. We start these out with a video system that we put together. And then the hands-on classes, the guys come in smaller groups. We work with it that way. So far over there, we put that together for the COVID year, but it's worked pretty good. So we're gonna continue on this class round anyway and see how it works. We're looking forward to a great week around Massachusetts. We start off here in East Sandwich. We go just south of Boston for tomorrow, up north of Boston for the next day. We end up over in Lee, Massachusetts, over on the western side. So it's going to be a full week. Weather's supposed to be pretty decent. We're looking forward to some good classes.
Take it and run it on the wood.
If you go down too far now, you'll be back into what? If you go down too far, it could compress. Is it opening up on top or is it closing?
Looks like it's closing.
So what's going to happen? Is it cut? Do you have it offset there?
Not really offset much.
What's on the other side? Did you bypass that bottom cut that you made?
That cut doesn't go all the way through.
So see, this side over here is bypassed. Is that side over there bypassed?
No.
Okay, what are you going to have to do to bypass that, you think?
You have to cut that deeper from that side.
Not from that side, just kind of take the tip and run across there till you bypass the undercut. So if you've got this all the way up to here, right? Yeah, and that's bypassed there, then what does that tell you about that?
Just closing up the rest of it.
It's cut. If you cut down half this way and half that way, you got the offset. What's in between? It's cut. The fiber's all cut. Beautiful. A little bit different animal here, isn't it? Because now you've got, that's loose over there, that could drop down on this side. It's kind of pivoting here, isn't it? So now you got to decide, is it on top or on bottom? And this is a perfect spot for an offset cut, because if you start in on the top thinking that's your compression side, you start undercutting. If it started to close on the bottom, then you do what? You reverse and go back up to your top cut. Because that one's hard to read, isn't it? You don't know whether it's going to go down on that end or it's going to go up over here. So you think about, you start an offset, it's a cantilever effect. So it starts to open up one side or the other more. So if it starts to close, you just reverse. And just go till it bypasses is all you have to do.
Start with the top cut, you said?
Well, think about it. Where would your compression side be? If that end down there is going to drop, where would your compression side be? Bottom. You see it? Look.
again, if it's going to go down this way, your compression side's on the bottom. So what do you do first? Always cut compression side first.
Okay.
So that'd be the bottom cut, and then only no more than, you know, quarter halfway in, then come and offset from the top. That's good. Offset from the top now. It's balanced with it. When you use a notch and you undercut, it goes down until it quits moving. You have no pressure at that connection. It could twist, but you have no pressure. So if you saw it like 3 times now, it just drops straight off, doesn't it? Same thing, if I've got a limb up high, I'll notch it, let that end touch, then cut it off. It just drops straight. But if you think about it, if I still got pressure on it, I have the potential for back, side to side, up and down pressure. But when you lower that down like that, all the pressure's gone. It's just take the tip of the bar and take the fiber off of it.
After I cut the notch and cut from the other side, just keep going all the way through.
Well, you probably could, but I would. All right, what are we going to do here now? Where's your compression, top or bottom?
It's on the small top.
Chain brake, chain brake. Really awesome group here at MIIA this morning. I had bore cut competition with the guys. Out of 8 guys, 5 guys had a perfect score on the bore cut. And it was a white pine stump that was a little soft, but I mean the chain I had filed, and it's a full kick chain, you know, it's a pro chain, and they did pretty well with it. 5 out of 8 had perfect scores, and the other 2 would have been close. They got a little greedy and got close to the edge. But we had a lot of vines in the first couple trees that we took, and more or less it's a pretty tough felling site here, so very short order. We got, I think, 5 more trees to come down, and then we're gonna look at some different pressure and bind things. But awesome group today, very pleased. What's happening? Is he going forward or not? How much hinge you got on there? How much you got on this side?
A little bit more on this side. I think I went a little low.
So now it's got to split apart to go. How much more you got over there? Like 2 inches or something, or?
Let's go through 2 inches.
So you should be parallel to your face notch with your back cut and go up till you have your 1.25 inches. And probably that tree is probably about 10 or 11 inches. So, you know, probably about an inch would probably be max on that one. But it looked like it was starting to close a little bit. And I don't know whether the wind touched it or something might be touching in the top. But you don't cut the hinge off, okay? You can go back in there and thin it up, but don't cut the hinge off. Nice and straight, no thinner than 1 inch all the way across. So his back cut was a little low, so this had to split this way, didn't it? So the only time you should ever have a back cut lower than the notch back corner is if you were going to push it with a machine or you had a cable pulling low. That's the only place where that's written. You should always either be level, and that means you got a 70-degree face notch or more, or you need to have a stump shot, which would be 1 to 2 inches higher. And that would be if you had less than a 70 degrees. But in this case right here, you also want to think about your hinge. And over here, but you see it still went pretty much exactly where you had it aimed.
The only thing to account for was the tree.
Yeah, so you should have been actually aiming to the left side of the target because you said you had lean on this side, right? That's the reason why your good side is over here. I ain't believing that.
Out of 8 guys, 5 guys had a perfect score on the board cut.
So you're going between the two and out this way?
Yep.
All right. So think about it now. As soon as you trip that, and that starts to grow, you got to get out of there. Just cut the back strap off, walk away.
Huh? I didn't know if you want me to use the wedge.
Oh, you don't need one because you got what?
Forward lean.
Yeah.
You need a wedge? No.
Go, go. Whoop. Don't know yet. We got to watch these limbs up here, okay? Don't angle that towards your hinge or you're fixing to be stuck. You got all that weight out there, so keep your 2-inch hinge all the way across at least.
Keep it straight.
You got to be straight.
Yep.
You're not straight right now. Now.
Down.
No, pull back this way just a little bit. Go through.
Like that?
Yeah. See, now the other side you got about a little more hinge than over here, so look and see how much you got. So if you'd have been angled back over there, you'd have had skinnier on that side. No, put yourself behind that tree. You stand out here and cut. You want a thinner hinge or what?
Just on that side.
All right, well just bring it this way just a little bit. Pull back, pull back. No. If you move much here, it's moving a long way. Now look what you got over there. Is that what you want?
Close to the same.
All right, so cut back just a little bit, then take your tip and let's get out of here. Oh, just a little bit. Take your saw out now. Just change your hands. Left hand on front. Use the tip and go from that far side over, and it's gonna move. Don't stand behind it. Come over here, reach around, take it. It's gonna move fast now.
Beautiful morning here in Lee, Massachusetts. Your DPW here is right along the creek. Beautiful out here. A little chilly this morning, down just below 40, but it's going to be a warm day today. It's going to warm up. Good sawing to you today.
Wide open, turn just a little bit. All right, get your wedge in. Parallel to your face notch with the wedge, because it's got to go all the way through. Not too hard now, you don't want to break your hinge off. Just got to be snug so you get the same tone that's not snug. All right, that's it. Now cut that strap off.
You got to straighten up now, parallel to your hinge, or it's going to hit your hinge. You're going to have to get where you can hit it. Straighten up to the hinge. Straighten up to the hinge. Okay. Yeah. One little there. Why you can aim left?
Oh, yeah.